This is just a quick one on what is unfolding in the country called Tanzania. Today is Sunday, and so President John Pombe Magufuli was in charge, and he made some remarks that are bound to draw a lot of attention from right across the world. He said a few hours ago that one of his two children, in fact he said, mtoto ambaye nimezaa mimi, contracted the virus. Yes, he went down with coronavirus. And then what happened is that this child of the president quarantined themselves, obviously so as not to infect anybody else in the household. And wonder of all wonders, the president says he treated himself with malimau na tangawizi. And now the president says he is fully recovered. Now I'm fully aware that there are a million questions which anybody would want to ask, but this was not a press conference. He was just making some brief remarks after church service. And of course, all this is happening when tensions between Kenya and Tanzania are rapidly rising. Kenya has closed our borders with Tanzania, over infections coming across the border. This is after about a week of total chaos, where all drivers who were driving into Kenya were forced to pay and take a test for the coronavirus. And those who tested negative, that was the end of the journey of that truck. And it didn't matter what that truck was carrying. Even if it was perishable items, that was the end of the journey. And of course, this has caused a lot of disruptions. But after the closure of the border, announced by President Uhuru Kenyatta yesterday, Tanzania seemed to have retaliated. They have now said no trucks will be allowed across the border from Kenya into Tanzania. No testing of truck drivers, but the trucks will not be allowed across the border. So what will happen is that people who have ordered goods in Tanzania will have to make arrangements to collect their consignment at the border. So all trucks end their journey at the border, they offload, and then other means of transport, other trucks within Tanzania will have to carry whatever it is that was being carried onwards, continue on the journey into Tanzania. And you can be sure this is a response to the actions taken by the government of Kenya. Now, I am very embarrassed as an African because I'm asking myself, what was impossible or what was so difficult for these two countries to sit down and discuss and find some middle ground? Because the reality of the situation is that President John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania has taken the same action as another country called Sweden in Europe has taken. He has decided to go with herd immunity, which is a scientific proven method of dealing with any pandemic. On the other side, Kenya has decided to toe the line of the World Health Organization and the rest of the world with restrictions. No complete lockdown, but restrictions. Curfews, and isolating certain counties, which seem to have high incidences of the virus. And if truth be told, both approaches are scientific. And only time will conclusively prove which one was more effective. But as we wait for that, there is absolutely no reason for animosity between two brothers. And I don't want to think that there's a foreign hand involved in this. There shouldn't be. In my view, what we're doing here is creating one crisis on top of another. Anyway, the latest Magufuli bombshell is bound to keep many people right across the globe talking and discussing and arguing for quite a number of days. Until next time, This is Chris Kumekucha.